Hi, welcome to Inky Dumbbell. Today we're going to talk about who's going to read your work, because that's one of the scariest questions a writer can ask themselves. This is even scarier for writers who, for whatever reason, aren't writing about the straight, white dude who's having some feelings. Possibly he's having those feelings in Connecticut. They think, will anyone understand my characters? Will anyone understand where they're coming from? Introducing P.P. Wong. She's the first British-born Chinese writer to have a novel published in Britain. She's going to talk to us about how she thinks about audience. She's also editor-in-chief of Banana Writers, a website designed to support and promote the work of writers of Asian descent. There's a link below.
When I was writing The Life of a Banana, I didn't have a specific audience in mind. When I was writing the novel, I wanted very much to write a novel that was written from my heart, and a novel that covered themes and had characters that had been on my mind for many years. And I didn't want to be bogged down by overthinking, will the audience love it? Will the audience hate it? What audience will it be for? What audience won't it be for? Because I think there's a real danger with being bogged down by the outside noise outside your writing zone when you're a writer. When my book went on this to submission, I did get lots of different feedback at varied ends of the spectrum. On one hand, an editor would say, oh, I really love your book. I really love the voice of Sing Lee, the 12-year-old protagonist. You know, she's so full of life. And then I would receive another feedback from a different editor who would say, oh, I didn't quite get the voice of Sing Lee, and I didn't quite get the humor. And then I would get another editor giving feedback saying, I think your book is very much a book that should be targeted at the YA audience. I mean, given the fact that Sing Lee's 12 years old, given the fact that it covers bullying in schools. But then I would also get feedback from another editor that says, I don't think your book is something that should be targeted at the YA audience, because your book is something that is that covers serious themes in society which are a bit too grown up, like mental illness, or it has some violent scenes in it. So I guess my point is, if I had listened to every single bit of feedback that I received from the editors, so my book would be probably something that is quite unreadable. I mean, we would have a 12-year-old protagonist who is full of life in one chapter, and then we would have maybe an old lady's perspective in the next chapter. I think that given from the varied feedback that I received, it is proof that there are people that will hate your book, and there are people that will love your book and champion your book. So you cannot please everyone, and if you keep overthinking about it as you're writing, you might end up not even creating a book that you're pleased with yourself. I do a lot of interviews with many famous authors from Asia, and some of them have won prizes, some of them have won millions of books, and I found that what they all had in common when they write a book is they write from a place of compulsion, that they want to write something that they are passionate about, something that they want to share with the audience. And a lot of them don't listen to the outside noise that reviewers have, and they don't want to be bogged down about pleasing their critics, because at the end of the day they want to create something that they know depicts the story that they have in their heart. And I do believe that if your book is a good story and that your novel is well written, it will find an audience, and maybe it might not be the audience that you wanted, or maybe it might not be the audience that you would even consider in your mind, but it will find people that will love it. It was really surprising after my novel came out in the UK and Southeast Asia, the type of people that would write to me, or the type of people that would write reviews about my book, and they were very varied. I would hear from a 91-year-old grandmother from Indonesia who enjoyed my book, and at the same time there would be a 15-year-old British Indian boy who had been touched by the themes of my books. And just a couple of weeks ago, there was an American lady that has been championing my book there. So I guess my point is that when you write, don't get bogged down by who the audience is for, unless of course you're writing for a specific genre. Like if you're known to be writing thrillers, you can't expect to just write a love story and call it a thriller. But if your book is like my book, something that is for anyone under the sun, then I would say write a book that you're proud of, write a book that you wouldn't want to change a word in, and just kind of let it go out there and it will find the audience.
For more updates and videos, either follow Inky Dumbbell's YouTube channel or follow me on Twitter @RowanHLB. See you soon!